Hey everyone, how are you all doing? If you are new to my channel, my name is Katie and today is my 3-month Roaccutane update. I can't believe it's been 3 months, it's gone so quickly. So in this video I'm just going to talk about all my side effects over the last month, and then at the end I'm going to show you before and after pictures of before I started Roaccutane, what my skin looked after 1 month, 2 months and finally 3 months, and I'm going to do a big comparison so you can see how it looks after a full 3 months. I'm so excited to show you this video. I've wanted to film it for a really long time, so let's get into it. As usual, I've written all my notes down here. I will also leave links to month 1 and month 2 kind of catch up videos, and then month 1 and 2 daily skin vlog, and then I finally got my daily skin vlog coming on Wednesday, and in that I filmed my skin every single day so you can kind of see how it is changing on a daily basis and how I'm generally feeling on those days as well. Okay, let's start with side effects. A lot of you were really concerned about me getting a lot of headaches and joint pain towards the end of month 2. They continued into the first week of month 3, but I'm really happy to say that I haven't had any backache or any kind of really bad headaches since then. So for the majority of month 3 I haven't had those side effects at all, which is so good because they were really getting me down. They were making kind of day-to-day life quite hard, so I'm really happy to say that that isn't a problem for me anymore. But I have got a few new problems, a few new side effects that I want to talk to you about. I guess the first being my skin is so dry. Like, I knew I was going to get dry skin, but it's really gotten bad. You'll be able to see in the daily skin vlog that I started getting eczema patches all down my arms, and then I also got a really weird rash over both of my arms here. It was very red, very bumpy and very itchy. Didn't really feel like eczema, it was just a really odd rash. I don't really know what caused it. It's gone now, thankfully. That was something I hadn't experienced before. Also, my legs were just ripped apart. My legs were horrendous, which was really sad because it is the hottest month of the year right now. We're in summer. I kind of just had to deal with having really disgusting legs when I wanted to wear shorts and skirts. I kind of got really weird under the skin bumps on I got like a massive one, honestly like this big, a bump on my thigh under my bum like this big, and it was just very red. It felt like an insect bite, but I don't think it was. I really have no idea what that was, but it was very bizarre, and so that is also still quite bruised on my leg. Like, there's a big scar left on it now. Just looks like a purple patch, but if I have any pictures I'll insert them. After the first week of month 3 I went on holiday. I went to Dubrovnik in Croatia, and the temperature was about 32 degrees every single day, and I cannot deal with the heat anyway. Like, I'm a proper winter baby. I can't handle hot weather. I much prefer layering in the winter, and when I do go on holiday to hot places I normally go very red and kind of swell up a bit. So I was really worried about going on holiday because of course you can't sunbathe on Roaccutane. You can't be in the sun for massive amounts of time because your skin's so much more sensitive. It could do long-term kind of sun damage. So I definitely didn't want to do that. So I made sure I wore SPF 50 every single day over my whole entire body, and I'm so happy to say that my skin wasn't damaged at all. There was one day of the holiday where we went kayaking in the sea, and we were out in the sea for 4 hours with no shade, because obviously there's no shade in the sea, and I was really panicking about that, but I made sure I wore like a cap to cover my face, SPF 50 everywhere, and I was fine. So if you are going on holiday and you're worried about that, just make sure you're protected at all times. Make sure you're topping up every time you go into the sea. Just keep covered and protected and you will be fine. My skin was also very sensitive. In the first week, when I applied foundation with the softest brush I owned, it felt like I was rubbing sandpaper on my skin. It was so painful, but it didn't damage my skin or anything. It was just kind of a feeling, and that stopped as well quite quickly, so I don't have that anymore. But I do have the tendency to really kind of damage my skin at the slightest nip. So there was one day where I was tidying my room and I headbutted like a magazine stack, and it proper cut my head. Like, literally I just headbutted it and it really cut my head. Skin was like falling off. I had a big red line on my forehead. I looked like Harry Potter. So yeah, just small things like that, like just the smallest nip or scratch. Like I scratched my arm without even realising it, and then I looked down a couple of hours later and I had big claw like scratches all down my arm. I did actually tweet a picture of that, so I'll insert it here. But it was just stuff like that, like my skin was just so much more sensitive and getting damaged a lot more easily. Yeah, so that's another side effect. My worst side effect for sure was on holiday. I got an eye infection, which was ridiculous. It kind of ruined the last couple of days of my holiday for me. I think it was a combination of a lot of things. One, the airplane drying my eyes out. Two, Roaccutane making my eyes so much more dry than they already are. Like I took with me two little pots of eye drops with me on holiday because I knew my eyes were dry anyway. So those two things, plus the fact that the Airbnb we stayed in had kittens. They weren't allowed in the apartment, but I was obsessed with them. So one night I held them and then rubbed my eyes, and I think that all three of those things combined gave me an eye infection, and it was hideous. I got it in both of my eyes. You'll be able to see it in the daily skin vlog. I look horrendous. They were gunky, they were red and bloodshot. They were so itchy. I got some antibiotic eye drops out there in Croatia and they really helped. So after about a week, my eyes were okay again. They still feel a bit weird now, like 3 weeks on, but they are much better than they were. But that did mean that I didn't wear any makeup for an entire week, which I think did a lot of well for my skin and my face. Yeah, that was a positive, I guess, trying to make a positive out of a negative situation. A couple of other things, this is going to be quite a short video, I hope, anyway, I don't want to go on too long, is the inside of my nose is very dry. I haven't had any nosebleeds yet, which I know is a very big side effect. I haven't had any of that, but I have had, like, this is really TMI, I've had like a scab in my nose which isn't healing, and it's quite annoying. No nose, I wouldn't mind a nosebleed to be honest, I'd rather a nosebleed than a scab, but yeah. And then finally, my skin has really changed in the past month and I couldn't be happier. I'm so happy about it. I haven't had many whiteheads or like actual spots, but I have had a lot of kind of small bumps under the skin which have stuff has come out of when I've squeezed them. Generally, I have tried to touch my skin as little as possible. So at the end of month 2, I had really big kind of scab here and a really big scab here because I just kept picking all the dead dry skin off. But I stopped doing that and they healed so much quicker. So if you are on Roaccutane, my top advice would be to not pick your skin. As much as it is kind of tempting, don't do it because your skin will heal so much quicker if you don't. So as soon as I stopped kind of picking those, they went down. My skin is now beautiful. It's not perfect, but it's so much better than I could ever imagine it to be. So I'm really happy to show you some before and afters. So first up, here is a picture of me on the first day I started Roaccutane and yesterday, which was the end of month 3. As you can see, the texture is just so much better. My skin feels like a baby's bottom. My skin is so soft, and even though there is some redness and scarring, I kind of feel like it looks a little bit airbrushed because the texture of my skin is so nice now. I'm also going to insert some pictures here of when I first started, the end of month 1, the end of month 2 and finally the end of month 3, so you can compare all of them and kind of see how my skin's progressed over the past 3 months. I'm really looking forward to month 4. I think I'm going to see a lot more improvements. I have still a couple of months before my next dermatologist appointment, so hopefully he won't up my dose because I don't think it needs it, to be honest. I'm on this medication till January, so I think if I'm on kind of a low dose for that long, my skin should be sorted. But yeah, I'm so happy. I cannot wait for kind of the scarring to go so that I can go out with bare skin and not feel self-conscious. I really hope this video has helped some of you also going through it. Do feel free to leave me a comment. Let me know if you're doing the same journey as me. I'd love to talk to you and hear your experiences as well. And as I mentioned earlier, coming this week is also my daily skin vlog of month 3. So if you want to see a really gross eye infection, And if you want to see a lot of itchy skin, then definitely go and check that out. Be sure to subscribe as well, and your support means everything. And I will see you next week. Bye guys!